G'day, I'm Ken.
And I'm Bushy, and this is the Bushmeister BA-X12. You would expect the lever to be here. Lever, action. You use the lever to operate the action. This has a lever here. That operates the action. It ejects the shell, ready for you to work the lever again and fire it again. This firearm is world-class quality.
It has 5 chokes, so you've got the full gamut, 3 shims.
Yeah.
And these 3 shims
actually fit in here.
They go in here. Change the height of the cone, and the one that I really like, being a Molly Duker, is that it gives you a shim that you can put either one way or the other to change the cast on the gun to suit left or right-handed.
But I can tell you the fit, finish, quality, polish, every part of this is actually really well made. Very unique, very unusual, and very few people would understand how it operates. And yet, it is the simplest operating mechanism in the world.
It's an inertia type bolt system, so very, very simple mechanism, proven to be ridiculously reliable, and very few moving parts. So it makes for a good unit, especially if you're going to be a rough and ready hunter with them. It is simple, but what I like about this fore-end nut, it's got a spring behind it, so it applies some pressure to the fore-end even if it has not been adequately put on.
Stops it from coming loose all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Fore-end slides off.
I might add at this point too, our demo gun here that we got has a 4-shot magazine. The production guns that we buy will have 5-shot magazines. And they've got certainly enough structure in there. You're really going to have to smash that to break it, which is Aussie tough.
Not what we want to do though.
Correct.
Okay, so the barrel, 5 chokes I believe, Bush?
We've got 5 chokes, 3 different spaces.
Yeah, so this gun can be suited to a right hand, a left hand, to someone with a big face or someone with a slim face. That's not what I was suggesting. But,
yeah, right.
But you can manipulate the stock configuration simply by those spaces. Right, well, let's get into it and see how it ticks. So we release the lever, allows the bolt forward. You can see how simple the mechanism is so far. Nice and easy to field strip. So the way that this inertia system functions is that on lockup, the bolt is rotated into the barrel. So it loads up on these recoil lugs.
It's a typical lockup like a centerfire rifle.
Absolutely.
You're turning the bolt into the barrel, into the chamber. So it locks up really tight as a drum.
And behind this is quite a heavy duty spring. Once we've removed the firing pin, we can drop out the cam pin, which is what the bolt rotates on.
Yeah, absolutely, in the keyway sort of thing, yeah.
And there's our inertia spring.
Wow, look at that.
So it's a heavy duty, even though it's short, it's quite stout.
Yeah.
What that inertia spring does is on firing, the weight of the bolt is compressed against the gun. The spring stores that energy, and when it releases it, it drives the bolt head and the bolt body apart, rotating and allowing the bolt to come rearward. Simple trigger group, single pin.
Yeah, it's a single pin. Let's punch it out. It looks
everything's retained there.
Looks like the trigger group I've seen out of a lot of guns, isn't it? It's just so simple. This inertia system relies on the power of the cartridge. So it'll be interesting to see how soft we can go down in a cartridge for it to work. They say it will work with 1-ounce cartridges all day long. We're going to go down to 7 8-ounce cartridges and see if it works with that. It may not, but we'll find out. Well, yes, the very first thing we want to do with this gun is function test it. It's an inertia operated system, so unless you've got some recoil in the cartridge, and we've got some very soft cartridges here, I don't think it'll work. The manufacturer's saying it'll work with 28 gram 1250s, which is your standard trap load, but we've brought some 24 gram 1200 feet. I want to see if it works with them. I actually don't think it will. Low recoil. See if it works with them. But just in the sun there, it's got a bright red magazine stop, which is great. You know instantly whether there's still ammunition in the gun. I love that. It's a good safety feature. Yes. Perfect.
But you put a choke, eh?
Yep. We've got the Ely Ambers, 24 gram, 1200 feet per second. So it's like shooting a 410, they're that soft. Away we go. We put one in. Shut the lever, we put another one in. So what we're trying to work out here is whether these cartridges have enough power to actually eject the shell and lock the bolt back. Safety off, cartridge on, And that's exactly what I thought had happened, is it didn't eject the shell. So it didn't have enough power to actually operate the bolt all the way to the rear and catch the catch. So as you can see, there's the cartridge. It's fired, but it's still in there. So the next guys are Olympic Blues, low recoil. So 28 gram, 1180 feet per second, super soft trap load.
Here you go, Bushy.
There to the belly.
1, 2.
Oh, genius.
I can count.
Whack one in, shut the lever, put another one in. That's the magazine cartridge cut off, by the way. That'll tell the story.
Yes.
Yes.
Shell came out.
And it did,
But it didn't catch.
but it still didn't catch.
You'll see it hasn't picked up the...
Yep, and here we go, there's the next one, and out it comes again. And then to something a bit more mainstream, 1250 feet per second on a 28 gram cartridge. But it is a very soft shooting 1250, so we'll just see if it's got enough oomph to do the job. Ready, set?
Ready when you are, Bush.
Here we go. I love it, shoot. This is a nice gun, Kenny. And there it is.
There you go.
It works.
There you go.
They know what they're talking about.
Yes, they were 100%
Set
right.
a 1250 28 gram would work, which is your typical trap shell, so no disadvantage here whatsoever. And away you go again. There's the next one.
Feels great. Shoots great.
Yeah.
Although it is not the magic gun, because I did miss a couple times with it.
It's very nicely put together.
Yep.
As far as ergonomics.
Yep, shoots well.
Well, after this, we're going to chase a few foxes and pigs. No gun, just chase them. Ken, got anything?
I think that this gun's going to shoot just fine. That's what I think. I think it's made for hunting.
Absolutely.
We're going to see if we can make it fall apart by putting some big cartridges in it, because we want to try that as well.
It's so toughly made.
And
This,
I'm pretty confident. So we're going to try 2 different types of SGs, right?
Yeah. So this is buckshot, SGs, 00 buck, 9 pellet, whatever you want to call it. So we've got the standard power shock, standard buckshot cartridge, but this is a cartridge that's the same but different. It's got a flight control wad in it, and flight control wad actually seriously tightens the pattern. And I want to see, we're going to shoot your little pig at 40 metres if he stands still.
Oh yeah, no, we've got him tethered.
I don't want to be seen. This is your ammunition.
No problem. I'm going to go and shoot the tethered pig.
Power shock, 00 buckshot, federal.
Beautiful.
Federal premium.
The Bushmeister BA-X12, Bushy. Look at that.
Hasn't it got a beautiful ring to it, that name?
It has. The Bushmeister.
SGs are just notorious for this. They're great to 25 metres, and after that you tend to end up with these gaping holes. Generally speaking, you wouldn't shoot that far with SGs anyway. We're just doing it as a comparison and a
comparison,
test.
yeah. So, okay.
Yeah.
So let's see if we can find another pig, and we'll try the flight control.
Why wouldn't you? So this has
Alrighty.
actually got copper shot in it and the flight control wad.
Well, they say the technology is that this holds them tighter together. We're about to find out, ladies and gentlemen. We shot his ear off with one. We've still got 3 more pellets on the pig, but overall the pattern is definitely tighter than the other.
We're only talking, we're out to there before, then we're out to there. So it's probably, what would you say, 40% tighter?
Yes.
I would think. I'm impressed with that. Again, 40 metres with SGs, we've got a pattern like that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen too many guns that can do that. This fox is going to have to get the Medicare card out. We're not only shooting 36 gram AAAs.
Which is an excellent fox cartridge.
I don't even know how many grams an ounce and 7/8 is. There's so much shot. There's something like 150 odd pellets in this load of BBs.
Of BBs.
Ah, man. I reckon you could shoot and humanely shoot a fox out to 60 or 70 yards with this cartridge. So, locked up beautifully. 36 AAAs, let her loose. Look at that. 36 gram AAA.
36 grams.
There's 43 holes in this piece of paper and a fair few of them in the puppy dog.
That's a good result. 40 yards, it's landed 8 pellets on him. Okay, now we've got to the serious end of the day, Bushy. A Federal Premium. It's a 3-inch Magnum, BBs, 52 grams of BBs.
Yeehaw!
Are you man enough?
Yes. Here we go.
So just
Yeah.
up and above.
Wowzers! But there's no way anything will escape that. If you shot a pig with that same cartridge, same result, stone dead. they're just impressive cartridges.
That's 24 pellets on him.
Yeah, ow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't break the Bushmeister. Oh, whoa! The Bushmeister!
BA-X12.
Oh, look, he remembered. Well done.
Yes.
Yeah, what a great day we had with that. So versatile, shooting clays, you know, we went and whacked some pretend pigs and foxes. It did cycle on 1250 feet per second, 28 gram cartridges. The production gun we will be buying will be 5-shot, and we will have a different solid receiver on this, which will be drilled and tapped, that will fit a Weaver type scope base, just in case you want to put an optical sight on it. But other than that, there's not a single thing we want to change, I don't think. It's a really nicely made gun. The specifications are right, the length of pull, the pitch, the way it swings. This is Bushy and Ken with the Bushmeister for Naya TV.